Battle of Karbala. It had been 50 years since the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, was sent from Dar Fana to Dar ul-Baqa when Yazid's army killed the son of Prophet Sayyidina Imam Hussain Raziullah along with his family and companions while traveling at Karbala on some decision from the Iraqi city of Kufa in 61 Hijri. The 30-year period of the Caliphate of Rashida was completed on Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziullah, and then the kingdom started with Hazrat Muawiyah Raziullah. When Hazrat Sayyidina Amir Muawiyah Raziullah died in 60 Hijri and Yazid succeeded him, the most important issue for him as soon as he sat on the throne was to take bait from Hazrat Sayyidina Imam Hussain, Hazrat Sayyidina Abdullah bin Zubair and Hazrat Sayyidina Abdullah bin Umar. For they did not accept Yazid as the covenant of Amir Muawiyah. In addition, Yazid was also at risk that none of them would claim the caliphate, unless the whole Hijaz wholly stand up against me, whereas in the form of the caliphate claimed by Imam Hussain Raziullah, there was a strong possibility of rebellion in Iraq as well. Because of these reasons, the biggest problem in view of Yazid was the survival and protection of his government, so he considered it necessary to take allegiance from these people. So, he informed the governor of Medina Munawwara, Walid ibn Aqaba, about the death of Hazrat Sayyidina Amir Muawiyah Raziullah and also sent a strict order to take allegiance from the holy shrine. Walid informed Hazrat Sayyidina Imam Hussain Raziullah about the death of Hazrat Sayyidina Amir Muawiyah Raziullah and asked for Yazid's bait. He said after his condolences that a man like me cannot hide and do bait like this, nor is it appropriate for me to do bait in such a way. It would be appropriate if you went out and invited the general public and us with them. Yazid's bait Hazrat Sayyidina Imam Hussain Raziullah was deeply disliked because he was incompetent and he was also appointed against the Islamic method of selection of Caliph Rashidun. So, you were against it in protest, and on the other hand, things were not allowing you to raise your voice against it. Therefore, you migrated from Medina Munawwara to Makkah with his family and loved ones. On hearing the news of the arrival in Makkah, people came to your service and began to receive the privilege of pilgrimage. When the people of Kufa came to know about the death of Hazrat Sayyidina Amir Muawiyah Raziullah and came to know that Hazrat Sayyidina Imam Hussain Raziullah had refused Yazid's allegiance, he wrote thousands of letters to Sayyidina Imam Hussain Raziullah that you should visit Kufa as soon as possible, Masan Khilafat for you, empty. Our amwals, property, and our necks are present for you. Everyone is waiting and eager for you. No one is our Imam and leader except you. There are thousands of troops here to help you. When Hazrat Imam Hussain, may Allah have mercy on him, saw in the letters of the people of Kufa his desires to sacrifice his feelings, devotion and love and wealth and requests to come to Kufa, he decided to send his cousin Hazrat Muslim bin Aqil Raziullah first to find out the situation. So, you gave them a letter to the people of Kufa and said, "Go to Kufa and inform us directly about the situation. If the situation is favorable, I will also come, and if the situation is inappropriate, you should also come back." President Al-Fazl Hazrat Allama Syed Niamuddin Murad Abadi says that although the news of Imam Hussein's Raziullah martyrdom was famous and the infidelity of the Kufis had been experienced before, when Yazid became king, his government and empire was a threat to Islam, and that is why his allegiance was indifferent and he wanted it with a variety of tactics and tricks. That the people should behave in his allegiance. In these circumstances, the Kufis had to take the bait of the Bapa's Millat Yazid and to be a student of Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziullah, making it mandatory for the Imam to accept his request. When a nation does not agree to the allegiance of the oppressor and the Fazik, the transgressor, and the Sahib requests the privileged, on which if he does not accept their request, it means that he wants to hand over this nation to this tyrant. If Imam Hussain did not accept the request of the Kufis at that time, what would have been the answer to Imam Hussain Raziullah for the demand of the Kufis in Barga al-Hayazujal, Barga Allah Almighty? We were not willing to do all the things, but Imam Hussain did not agree to the bait, so we had to be compelled by Yazid's violence and his allegiance. If Imam Hussain, we were present to die on them if we extended our hands. This problem came to a halt, and there was nothing else to solve. Although the Akbar Sahaba, Hazrat Ibn Abbas and Hazrat Ibn Umar and Hazrat Jabir and Hazrat Abu Sa'id, etc., we did not agree with the opinion of Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziullah and did not believe in the positions of the Kufis, the love and martyrdom of Imam Hussain Raziullah, the fame of Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziullah, instilled in the hearts of all of them. It was. Although there was no reason to believe that this was the time for evidence and this stage would take place on the same journey. Therefore, the apprehension was forbidden. However, Hazrat Sayyidina Muslim ibn Aqil, may Allah have mercy on him, saw the immense love and devotion of the people of Kufa, and sent a letter in the service of Hazrat Sayyidina Imam Hussain Raziullah that thousands of people have taken allegiance to my hand and everyone here is waiting for you to visit. Imam Hussain, may Allah have mercy on him, resolved to go to Kufa after this information, and you were not informed of the riots that had taken place in Kufa. Hazrat Sayyidina Imam Hussain, may Allah have mercy on him, took the path of Iraq with his al-Bayt and followers, etc. on 3rd of this month. On the way, Hazrat Sayyidina Imam Hussain, may Allah have mercy on him, received the news of the evil promise of the Kufis and the martyrdom of Hazrat Sayyidina Muslim ibn Aqil Raziullah. The opinions of Imam Hussein's followers differed, and once you also decided to return, but after a lot of conversation, it was decided to continue the journey and give up the idea of returning. Hazrat Sayyidina Imam Hussain, may Allah have mercy on him, also agreed with this opinion and moved the caravan forward until Hazrat Sayyidina Imam Hussain, may Allah have mercy on him, descended into Karbala. It was the 2nd of Muharram 61 Hijri. When you discovered the name of this place, you came to know that this place is called Karbala. Hazrat Sayyidina Imam Hussain was aware of Karbala, and you knew that Karbala is the place where the al-Bayt Razilat will have to shed rivers of his blood in the right way. It was during these days that you visited the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. The Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, informed you of the martyrdom and placed his hand on your chest and prayed, O Allah, give patience and reward to Hussein. Then Ibn Ziyad wrote a letter to Hazrat Sayyidina Imam Hussain, may Allah have mercy on him, to pledge allegiance to Yazid. When the letter reached you, you read it and threw it away and said to the messenger who brought the letter, I have no answer at that time. When the envoy came and told Ibn Ziyad's anger arose when he heard the answer. He gathered the people and formed armies and made their commander Umar ibn Sa'd, who belonged to Malik Ray. First, he acted in the same way, and Ibn Ziyad said, either get ready to fight or leave Ray's government and sit at home. Ibn Sa'd took the rule of Ray and took 22,000 riders and infantry and started fighting with the Hazrat Imam Hussain, may Allah have mercy on him. They even occupied the banks of the Euphrates River and joined the caravan Sayyidina Imam Hussain, may Allah have mercy on him, and the water. It was here that all the tents were moved closer to each other. The trench was dug behind the tents and filled with dry wood like narcoal etc. Now Imam Hussein's colleagues have finished doing these things and Sayyidina Imam Hussain has come to the service of Allah and Sayyidina Imam Raziullah is saying to his family and colleagues, we have competition with the enemy in the morning. I gladly allowed all of you, there is still night left where you go to the place and one person each one of my people is together. Take it, may Allah reward you. Divide the villages and the villages, until Allah avoids, the enemies will not chase you when they find me. On hearing this, the Imam's brothers, the nephews and the sons of Abdullah ibn Jafar, submitted, why should we do this? So that we may live after you? May Allah not show us the days that you are not, and that we may live. Ibn Sa'd even attacked Imam Hussain, may Allah have mercy on him, and his followers with his army. Your friends and brothers and princes continued to be martyred one by one. More than 50 people were martyred and eventually Hazrat Imam Hussain Raziullah was also martyred. With great brutality. Yazid ibn Muawiyah Abu Khalid Umayyad is the unfortunate man who has a black stain on his forehead of the innocent murder of al-Bayt Karam. Alayhim al-Rizwan. This is the man whom the whole world has been reproaching all the time, and his name will be taken with contempt until the day of resurrection. This ungodly practice disbeliever also made the prohibitions of marriage and interest from Muharram. Medina, Taiba and Makkah were also desecrated.